Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. Nanashi Mumei is a member of Hololive. She is a member of, the whole Hololive generation of Council. She was one of the remaining council members of Hololive that's now Holo Promise, and she is, of course, the owl of the whole thing. She has an important announcement though. This announcement is scary for many people because if you remember, she has been having health reasons. She's been having health complications with her voice. The doctors haven't really been paying attention to her voice. They haven't been paying attention to what's been going on. They haven't been paying attention to anything. So they are, of course, going to, she's going to want to do things to make sure that she's in good health. When Fauna graduated, she had that same kind of smile, that same kind of everything. If it's a hiatus, they usually announce it pretty quickly. This is why I'm thinking it's more a graduation. People have also been saying that it's around this time that she's going to be graduating from university, around there, because she's been really working with university on her university stuff with this whole thing. So around this time, she is possibly going to be finishing university. She wants to be a marine biologist, from what I understand. This would absolutely get in the way of her being a marine biologist. Of course, I gave, love here. I guess it's going to be health hiatus while others think it's graduation. It could be either way. It could be a health hiatus, a long health hiatus, like what Hachama had. Hachama had an 8-month health hiatus. So it could very well be. You have Hakos Bales, Narissa Ravencroft, Akuma Miko, Kirana, Ender, Oro Kronii, Fuamoko, Azehara, Hase, other people, Hiyori. A lot of people are just putting that brown heart because we will. Anybody who has watched her, anybody who is a longtime fan, a short-time fan, everything like that, will, of course, be watching her and will do their best to support her. Of course, that is what they want. That is what everyone wants. That is what's going to be happening here. And that is what everyone should do. Just support her no matter what. Whether it is, something that you guys imagine will be positive or negative or whatever, it is absolutely something that you should look at and, give support. This is that important announcement. Chat has been disabled for the live stream, so it seems that it is leaning more towards graduation than health hiatus, because you don't disable your chat for health hiatuses. You don't disable your chat for that kind of stuff. It's usually a very serious situation that they're doing it for. My best wishes for her, and of course my hope and dreams are that she does have her hope and dreams go as far as she can, as far as she wants, as far as it will take her. So of course, if you are leaving Nanashi Mumei, of course everyone in your community and your friends are going to be supporting you no matter what. Michimochievee from Vshoujo, or Michi, however you want to call her, has been doing an amazing job at Vshoujo and doing her own thing, and of course bringing the energy that everyone loves when it comes to Michi. So she had her birthday recently, and of course everyone is wishing her happy birthday. You have here Okamoto Nagi wishing happy birthday, Haruka, Michi saying, of course, thank you, boss, to Gunrun also saying happy birthday, Michi. You have happy birthday, Mochi, from Henya, Hestia, birthday wishes, Amalie, Zentreya, Vshoujo Japan sending her birthday wishes. And just translating it there. You have Yutori Peke sending also. You have Zentreya with a birthday, or at least a piece of art that was done for her birthday there. And you have, of course, other happy birthday Michi stuff that I'm going to get to in a little bit. You also have the Arden Lolo, which is the art that was used for the happy birthday Michi from Vshoujo. This was the art that was specifically used. This is the artist that did it. Now, Michi shows off a little bit, but in saying birthday, WTF, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you so much, everyone. So much fun, and you guys always make me feel like my birthday is so special. Thank you, chat. Here's a tester video took a while ago that I thought you'd like. This is of her new 3D design, where she can dance, she can do a lot of things there. It is very, very nice to see. And winking, and the movement, and of course...
Welcome to my birthday party!
Of course, I'm going to have this part as well. The actual birthday party that she has here.
Flip, ghost,
yes,
she's showing everything.
Look, I can do a backflip. Are you ready, Chad? Are you ready? You
The recalibration
Slow motion.
effect shrunk Michi down to her real height. There are no trackers on your bum, you bum.
There are no checkers on my yo. If I don't have a butt, how am I so good at twerking?
There she goes.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that?
This is the most gremlin coded
You see that?
model I have ever seen.
Yo.
Can you do the OMG a hit tweet pose for us for the records?
Oh, okay, hold on. Is that the OMG hit tweet? Try T-posing. I can also do the rat dance, I think.
Can she?
Right?
So she has a lot of fun, as you can tell right there. She's having a lot of fun. She's doing what Michi does best, which is being her little herself. Her little gremlin self, herself, her just full on having fun, and everything being Michi coded, of course. She is, and everyone else who has gone past their agency days, have been doing an amazing job. But of course, this is a focus on Michi. I do love this new model. It is going to be absolutely amazing to use, and it does look like it had a lot of work put into it. So of course, I think it uses Warudo. I think it uses that as the program. So of course, if you want to do that yourself, you can see how that can get done as well. During a recent collab with Mint and some Bishoujo girls, when they were doing R.E.P.O, as you can tell here, she dropped a bombshell, as you can read there. Let's see what that bombshell is all about.
Whole team grandma's ashes.
Grandma's ashes.
Lift it. It's
I'm
heavy.
lifting. I'm lifting.
It will break.
Are you? If it breaks, it's your fault.
Okay, I am already grandma. How could it be my fault?
You're the ashes.
Yay, good job. So don't jump. Go. I just saw you.
My grandma's
Your
still
grandma
worth
is
more.
pretty cool.
She's worth
Okay,
more.
well, that's a little racist.
That's
kind of sexist of you. How dare you say your elderly female relative is worth more than mine?
She is worth a lot, you know.
How's your Grammy?
My what?
I guess I should bring the carpet.
Oh, she died. You didn't hear?
This is gonna suck.
Shut up! I don't believe you.
No, I'm
She
serious.
just did that.
My grandma died.
No, wait. After Thanksgiving, after I visited.
Yeah. She died like 2 weeks ago.
Come and get the carpet.
Oh, dear lordy.
Please,
Man,
please, sir.
just dropped a bomb on me like that.
That's a huge bomb to drop.
Yes, he is.
I'm actually gonna cry.
It's my grandma. Why are you crying over my?
She invited me for Christmas. She invited me for next year's
I guess we just give them time to leave. Give them a minute to just leave the area. Maybe.
Stop laughing.
Oh my God.
This is a high adrenaline
What the
situation.
fuck?
Yeah.
I kept I was like joking that we have to go
Don't
see
have
your
this
grandmother
pen.
for Thanksgiving before she dies, but
You
Oh,
brought
and
this
it
up.
actually
No, I'm just
makes-
kidding.
Did I just blow you out of the
Oh, dear lordy. Oh, dear lordy.
my condolences. Oh.
She's too cool.
She seemed like, again, like, obviously, you know, she's old, but she like had her wits somewhat about
No,
her. Like
yeah,
she was,
I see, but
the brain
got-
tumor came back. But it was
Fuck,
fine.
I'm
She
so
died in her
sorry.
sleep and it was peaceful.
Well, that's good. Of course, I'm glad that Mint can keep kind of a positive way about it, a positive way to see things. And, she did pass away peacefully. Of course, condolences for Mint. And that is a very personal thing that she didn't have to share with anybody, that she didn't have to, like, put out there or anything like that. So it's, like, not like me saying, oh, my God, why didn't she let people know? She didn't have to let anybody know. This is a personal thing. She decided when and where and how to say it. She decided to drop the bombshell here. Maybe there were people who knew, of course, in Mint's Twitter, whether she did or did not put it out on Twitter. I don't share those things usually when it comes to a lot of these things because it is a more personal matter for them. It is something that, I just want to let them know that, I do send my condolences for things like that. But I do like that she was able to at least have still positive ways of thinking, still good memories of her grandmother, and be able to keep, laughing and enjoying herself as well, which is I'm pretty sure her grandmother would want. Any grandmother, as far as I know, wants their grandchild to really enjoy themselves and have as much fun as they can. So, of course, again, condolences from Mint. That was a huge bombshell to drop on Matara, because Matara was waiting to see her again. But, life happens. Life does that. Even younger people pass away, unfortunately. It is the way of the world. It doesn't make it better. But, of course, it does happen that way. Aoi Sakura has been doing amazing things ever since they left Company A. We all know what Company A is. It's any color, etc. So I do like showing off what people do when they leave. She actually has been able to make her own agency. She did her own 3D live. She's done her own solo live, which is where she actually has a venue where she goes and does her own stuff. So she's been very successful. She's been doing great, making this Aoi Sakura channel thrive, as you can tell right there already. And of course, recently she had her birthday stream. Let's take a look and see what's going on. I'll play a little bit of the intro and then play some other parts of it.
セブンフフフンさんのフフチキです。
She's eating some foods there, and of course people are sending her happy birthday wishes.
飲みやすいんだ。
Of course, merch on the bottom left as well.
いつも飲むときはほろ酔いなんだけど。
She shows off some of the art that was done.
私を遊園地を貸し切
Very
って
cute.
遊園地デートに連れてってください。
Very, very well done.
すごくね、
Like,
今
a
回
lot
のお写
of
真
effort
も
was
と
put
て
into
も
it.
気に入っております。
And of course, this is for her merch that she has here. Sakura Aoi Sakura merch.
缶バッジにしました。
All this here.
だから
A lot of this, unfortunately, I believe, is not going to be able to leave Japan. A lot of this is Japan-centric. So a lot of the sites that they have usually don't have, external shipping, and if they do, it ends up being very expensive to ship outside of Japan because of duties, import taxes, and all that kind of stuff. So that is, of course, if you can get it though outside of Japan, I do recommend it because it's good to support people like this. It's good to support people who are actually going their own way and doing what they can to make sure that they have a good footing to be on. And she's also doing her Gachinko series, Year 2 Split 1. She does this all the time. She's been doing this for a bit. Ever since she became Aoi Sakura, she has her Gachinko series. And of course, one thing that I did want to mention is now that she has left the other agency, this specific model is more expressive than the model she had in her agency years. And this is because she herself has worked with the artists, with the riggers, with everybody to make it more expressive and not stiff like that specific agency has. So very big congratulations to her for her birthday, number one. And number two, for being able to go her own way and be very successful. In a bit of cool news for smaller independent VTubers, Scarlet, Aka Scarlet, a baseball VTuber, has also gotten into hockey, at the very least announcing hockey, been given the incredible opportunity to hype up the crowd at an Anaheim Ducks game. Let's go Ducks, fly together. Here we go. So yeah, she did that. That's awesome. It's great. I think, really, Hololive opened the door for this. I know there are other VTubers doing it for NASCAR, other ones doing it for baseball, like in a smaller sense, but the whole Dodgers thing and the fact that they made a ton of money off of it, off of merchandise and just Dodgers getting VTuber fans in to watch a baseball game, that type of thing has shown that yes, even in the US, the VTuber community has pockets, like deep pockets in some cases, and you can get some money by catering to them a little bit and, showing them a little bit. And it doesn't matter if it's a VTuber, if it's an actual person, or whatever, like an actual IRL person, because of course the people behind VTubers are real people. I'm a real person. I'm a real squirrel guy, whatever you want to call me. But it shows them that they can get good publicity, good PR, and maybe a little bit of money from doing this. Great to see again Aka Scarlet being able to do this, being invited to do this, and Anaheim Ducks, I applaud them for taking a chance in doing this. Kronii, one of the last surviving members of Hololive EN's council, well, the original council at least. Now it is Promise, with, of course, Iris added in the mix. She used to be Project Hope. Now she's inside of Promise there. So let's take a look. She has something new popping out, and that is this right here. It was done on the 26th, so it already happened, and let's take a look. This is, of course, one of her old outfits, and let's take a look at the things people are thinking.
Oh, okay. What unfortunate instances? Okay.
Everyone
Oh my
thinks it's a maid
goodness.
outfit.
Hello. You are so adorable. Why coffee beans? So hard. You have no
Another one.
idea.
Nice.
You understand, right?
Very, very, very nice illustrations in the whole thing.
You.
And here we go. Very frilly. Very lacy, very frilly, very, very nice. Very old school, like Victorian, I think. Maybe Victorian era? Maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass. I usually do. So, excuse me if I'm wrong. This looks like more Victorian era. Still have the clock, of course. Got the stopwatch. He is a time warden, after all.
Yay!
Okay, yay! There we go.
I'm here. Hello, hello. So, hi.
Putting a cute voice,
What
of course.
can I do for you, master?
Oh, dear lordy. That already made people pass out. Just hearing
what
Kronii
should
say
I-
that probably made
what
people
should I
pass out.
show?
She also has a full
Nose.
black version of it, which is very nice. Very
but
Kronii, there you
I'm
go.
working right now, so I gotta
Gotta keep everything.
Don't worry about it. I don't,
Oh, that's cute.
I don't need my pistol anymore.
That is very cute. The whole, kawaii moe type of thing where you get the hair right near the face. Very, very cute. And of course, she makes it work very well for her.
Great. It's a secret.
Oh dear lordy. And there she goes. Of course, there are more artist illustrations there. More things out there. There's
This is gonna be the
spoons,
complete set. There's gonna be
rubber straps, made
a
plates,
plate.
keychain,
and then-
things like that. And of course, a
Really?
voice thing.
Really, that I do not, in fact, have my life figured out. Why do you think I need 2 jobs?
So there you go. A little bit of levity in hard times for a lot of people. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? I do this because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, not a place where we knock each other down or do anything negative to each other, because that is not what I want it to be. So I thank you guys for joining me and seeing the Zeevii, or Zeevii in this case. Let's take a look at their Twitch. They have their Twitch here. They're currently streaming as I'm recording this, but it says, wow, look around. Oh, hi. Gets close to you and whispers. I snuck out again from the lab to play different games with you. So it's like a slime lab, slime from the lab type of VTuber. So let's take a look at what they have done recently.
The way you grew up and your own personality and your own feelings and views on love and life and stuff. And that's fine as long as you're happy with who you are, where you are in life, and what you want. Then no one else's opinion or anything should matter. As long as you're happy. That's the big thing. If you're not happy, then something's got to change. Because life's too short to live it miserably.
Very true. Very true. I do agree with that. Very true. And of course, it's not my fault that things were a little low. The sound was a little bit low. But let's see some other stuff that they've been doing. See if the sound is a little bit better in some of their other streams. Let's take a look at what they have here.
Okay.
Yeah, better sound here. Better sound here.
Second, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my
Oh, they're playing that game. Okay.
Okay.
Carrying the glass. That's what they're doing. That's why I wanted to show you a little bit something different, because the first one was a little low. This one is going to be a little bit higher. So I do appreciate that. Of course, Zeevii, I'm going to show the at the very least, their YouTube at in the description of this video. And I do thank you for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, and I do hope this helps in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.